Thank all the fans. Hot day out there. They showed up early. Vol walk was electric. Stadium was juicy right from the beginning. Appreciate all of them coming out. It's been a long time since we've been in there, so great to see them back again. Like a lot of the things that we did, all three phases of the game, defensively, thought just line of scrimmage, did a really nice job, played good third down defense, tight coverage for most of it, and so really a lot of positives on that side of the football. Offensively, did some really good things early. Got to learn how to stay dialed in and finish a half, a quarter, the football game, but all in all, good day, and obviously specialists did a really good job for most of the day. So open it up.
Questions will start with Austin on the left.
Josh, you talked all fall camp about rotating, and you guys from the start just had almost felt like it seemed like a different rotation of guys almost every series. How good was that to see and just kind of see how those guys responded to the rotation?
Yeah, I know someone in here gave me a hard time for all the oars that we put on the depth chart, but we're going to play more guys than we have. Our roster's deeper. We got an opportunity to. We're going to need those guys as we go throughout the course of the season. I think we had 35 guys that it was their first time playing inside of Neyland Stadium playing today. So there's a lot of positives. There's going to be a lot of little things that we got to clean up, but it was a good start, and obviously we got a big one next week.
Adam, then Ben.
Josh, it looked like Nico did almost nothing wrong. Did you see anything that he did wrong, and what are you going to tell him going into week 2?
Yeah, your perspective might be a little bit different than my perspective. So, but he knows those things too. So he's a young player, came out, played really efficiently, effectively, made plays down the field. But there's some things that he can control and be better. And he knows that, and he wants that too.
Josh, Dante's performance today, was that reflective of the offseason that he had and what did allow him to have success today?
Yeah, last year, with the reduction of scholarships, which in general I haven't made a big deal about, from the time that we got here. But you end up having to be, you got to make decisions on where you're going to take those. And most of the time we've taken them on, offensive skill guys because you can control your personnel groupings. Dante started inside because we were real thin last year. He moved outside middle of the season. He was starting to play his best football, most comfortable. Gets injured, on the long play. Being healthy all off season, being at home on the outside, he's just continued to be extremely comfortable in what we're doing offensively, and has played really consistent.
To the middle with David and Patrick.
Josh, this was a 38-0 game, 20 minutes in. Does a team like this, can they stress you in any way? Did you learn anything about yourself in any adverse situations, or how do you kind of benefit?
Well, adverse on the scoreboard, no, but man, there's a lot of things that we'll be able to learn from during the course of this football game.
Josh, Dylan Simpson, I don't know how much work he got in preseason, but it didn't look like he was ready to go from the start. Got 8 touches the opening drive. What does that say about him that he's able to maybe not get as much practice time as you guys would have liked, but he's able to hit the ground running and be as productive as he was?
Yeah, limited for a few days, but then got back in the rotation. He's been healthy for a while now. We expect him to play the way that he did today. Decisive, violent cuts. Got pad under pad, and obviously has the ability to do anything that you want a running back to do. When I say that, just the ability to play out in space and play like a wideout too. So love the performance from him today.
Karthik, then Rob.
Coach Dante Thornton, had a season-ending injury. He came back and played really well today. Brew McCoy, the same. Deshaun Bishop didn't even get to play in a game, and he scores a touchdown. If you can speak individually on all those guys and their performances in game 1.
Yeah, Keenan Peely. We've had a few guys, unfortunately, in this game. The contact is real, and through their work, their effort, right? That's during the rehab process. Our weight room, guys building them back up, or our medical team. All those guys are in a great space and playing really good football. So today was a big day for those guys. Brew's the captain today, Keenan Peely, because they are that type of leader in our program, but also understanding what they're coming back from.
Coach, you talked a lot in preseason about operations and managing the penalties. Only had 6 today, especially the day we played so many guys. Were you pleased with that?
All in all, yeah. We got to continue to grow in that way, but relatively efficient. Playing clean during the course of the game. There's some things that we got to be smarter with too that we'll learn from. Awesome, you guys giving me a break?
Yeah. Wes.
No.
Justin, I know you talked about him just a little bit earlier, but I guess individually, just for Brew, the last time he was in this stadium in a game, we all kind of saw what happened. To come back today and do that, I mean, how big is that for him and for this football team?
Yeah, huge for him, his family. I know I saw them in the hotel last night. I know they were excited, anxious, nervous, all of it. And Brew was excited to go play. Great that he got opportunities to get the ball in his hand, made plays, and played really well.
Coach, first time with Nico with the helmet communication. How do you think that went overall?
Like it has in our scrimmages. So thought he handled himself really well, effective communication. So went well.
To the back with Paige.
How would you evaluate the overall defense and how they did? Tyree Russ finally getting home, getting that sack. How would you evaluate how they performed today?
Thought they played really well. I haven't looked at the numbers yet, but line of scrimmage, they dominated for the majority of the football game. Maybe gave up a couple, runs. And then I thought we played tight coverage on the back end. And, as they started to, drop back a little bit more, then we were able to apply some pressure and, get a sack. So.
Austin.
Josh, Tyree West had that really good bowl game in Orlando. It looked like he kind of picked up where he left off today. What was it that started to click for him? What's he doing well? And then can you speak on also to Sean Bishop?
Yeah, Tyree's been really consistent in how he approaches practice every single day. His understanding of our defense has really grown, right? So instead of thinking while you're playing, he's anticipating, reacting, and playing to his full athletic skill set. And proud of what he did today, but just his growth inside of the program.
David.
You've probably been asked about Boo Carter as much as any freshman. Just curious your reaction to how he played in his first game.
I thought he played really well defensively. Did a nice job with the pressure off the edge, kept contained on it. Saw him back there, return punts. So I'm gonna go watch the tape here in a little bit too. But we were pleased with him, and really a lot of our young guys. A lot of young guys got an opportunity to play, in particular in the secondary.
Coach, it's time for one more. Good. All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you all.
Thank you.